Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And I recently cleared my CFA Level 1 exam in my first attempt. And I genuinely remember how confusing and overwhelming this exam felt when I was starting out. So, in this video, I want to share exactly how I prepared, what worked for me, what didn't, and what I would do differently if I were starting again, which I am not, so fingers crossed. But yes, so let's begin with my background. So I recently graduated from BBA, doing BBA and specializing in finance. So did it really help me? Yes, because I was kind of, we can say, because I was quite familiar with the terminologies of finance, like from the perspective of a non-finance or non-commerce background, even knowing the meaning of depreciation is a big thing. So yeah, knowing meaning of little finance words, yes, it did help me. But did it make a very big impact? No. If I were to be a science student, then yes, I would have to take a little bit more efforts while giving this exam. Other than that, I think it's fine. Just some efforts to know the terminologies and how they work exactly. That's it. Other than that, I don't think it does matter because CFA kind of builds itself over it. So yeah. And then next point is coaching. So for coaching, I chose I never went to any other coaching class or any other. I never even visited their lectures, free lectures, demo lectures. I only did it for one institute, and that is IMS Pro School. So that helped me a lot, especially my sir. He has been a huge support in all of this. So all thanks to him. And then yeah, so IMS Pro School I think is good. They don't provide any specific study material, but yeah, they don't provide any of their own study material. But yes, there is their website on which you can take some tests. Uh, there are some, like, I think each and every module tests are there, like for each and every module. So you can take that they provide. And then they also provide, so I personally went into the class to give my mock and all of that. So yes, they also provide some good space to sit and study or sit and give your mocks, because it helps to be in a very serious environment where everybody else is also studying and you're not the only one who is more focused on something, and others are like doing nonsense. So yeah, that did help me. So next is study timeline. So I remember for my November attempt, as I gave my November attempt and results were yesterday. So for my November attempt, I started in January, I think. Yeah. And then I took a break of 1 month in between, I think, because of my college exams. But other than that, I used to attend weekend classes. So every weekend, I used to learn different things. So for if we go through that timeline, then I think so till from Jan till May or June, we can say May or June, I was doing just classes. I didn't really do any self-study at all. I did a few, like I took some subjects like PM and all of that for my self-study, but other than that, I did not really do anything else other than attend lectures, obviously, because I need to know. For me personally, it worked because I need to know what I am going into. So that helped me. But after June, I was studying consistently. Yes, obviously, I took some breaks, like 1 day off in an entire week. I took that because obviously it is overwhelming. It is very overwhelming to study so much. So, Yeah, so that from June, July, August, I think I did this. I self-studied each and every page of CFA. I read everything, all the blue boxes, all the end of the chapter questions, and I completed all 10 subjects, reading all 10 subjects, marking important things, and solving all of the blue boxes and end of the chapter questions. So I think this was August. August. This was going on till August or September mid, and then so October. I think September end or October start. That was the time when I started giving my mocks. And I gave total 7 mocks, which included 2 of the CFA Institute mocks that they give on their portal. Till I think my exam was on 14th of November, and I think 7th of November was my last mock. I gave 7 mocks. That's it. And I feel that 7 mocks are enough. And that is what my teacher suggested. So I followed it. So that was my basic timeline, we can say. Talking about subject-wise strategy and all, so first, obviously, ethics. Ethics is the most important subject, most important. Just, I don't know how many times you have to highlight that subject, but just highlight it. You have to learn every standard name. And yes, they might not ask it as CFA, but I personally learned it because it is something which gives me assurance, and I would suggest that everybody else does it too. So what my professor told me was we should read ethics like every day 10 subjects, but I didn't do it obviously because every day reading 10 subjects was too much because I was focused on other subjects too. Did it not work for me? No, because I made sure that I give ethics so much time, which was necessary for it. So, yes, so ethics is important. You have to read all of the case studies, you have to solve everything of ethics, the questions that CFA gives in their learning ecosystem. That also you should do. I suggest you do it because it is a very good practice. And read each and every line of ethics curriculum, not any other brand. I don't, no, not for ethics. No, no, this is such a no. Ethics should be read from curriculum itself. So, talking about ethics, this is all, I think. Next is FSA. I think FSA is a very lengthy subject, honestly, and it has so much things to do in it. And honestly, here my knowledge from being a commerce background did help me because there are things that you should know about it. And technically, FSA is all about what US GAAP tells us and what IFRS tells us. You will learn once you go into it. So, yes, but yes, it is also a very important subject. And what I did, so it also depends now. I did everything from curriculum. So for me, I think curriculum and how and what my sir taught me helped me a lot because because he taught me in such an easier way that I could remember everything, that I could put it into logic, and I could use my own brain and not just learn and give the exam, learn and give the exam. No. So yes. For next subject, then we can say it's quants. So for quants, I did study, I did read a lot for quants. For hypothesis regression, I did learn things, and even there also my sir taught me how to make the hypothesis HAHO. He taught me in a very good way. So yes, for economics, but I used Schwezer and not curriculum because curriculum I felt is very broad. But I don't know if my decision was correct or not because I did get less marks in economics, I can say. Not, it was 50 above, but not 70 above. So, yes, I think so. I don't know what you should do. Personally, I think that did not or maybe worked for me. So, yeah, I'm a bit confused there. For all other subjects, corporate issuers, equity, fixed income, derivatives, portfolio management, all of them I did from curriculum. And my favorite was obviously derivatives because it's very simple once you understand it. And if you understand it, so solve. I think overall, ethics is something I wanted to point out. Other than that, all subjects are equally important. And other than economics, I did everything from curriculum itself. Economics, I did it from Schweitzer, but I don't know. So yeah. Then next, coming to next point, what is the study material that I used? So technically speaking, I used Schweitzer and curriculum. CFA curriculum and all of the practice packs and practice mocks and their learning ecosystem, CFA learning ecosystem. So all of that helped me clarify. So how I did, so I read my curriculum first, then I did blue boxes, then I did end of the chapter, and then I did LES, that is learning ecosystem by given by CFA. I did all of this, and then because uh, everybody else was revising, everybody else around me was revising from Schweitzer. I think listening from everybody else, if there was something new from Schweitzer, I did hear about it and I did learn, or like I knew that this might come. So yeah, Shweza helped me in that way. For economics, yes, I read each and every line from economics of Shweza. So if you're doing it from Shweza, you have to read each and every line. For curriculum, we can skip a few lines, but personally read all. Otherwise, you might just skip some important line. So then mock exam strategy. So as I told you, I started my mock exam, I think September end or October start. I don't remember exactly. And I gave seven mocks, from which I think five of them were premium mocks which CFA only provides, and two of them were on their website, those mocks. So the website mocks, I gave them at last because I felt that they are very important mocks, and yeah, so I gave them last, and what I did was I took almost 4 days gap, 4 5 days gap between each mock. That helped me to analyze my last mock, learn what I have did wrong, what I should do more, and what mistakes that I can avoid. So this was the first thing I think from mock exam strategy point of view. But the second point was that I always made sure, like, so my exam batch was 9 a.m. batch, 9 a.m. 8 a.m. batch. So what I did was I always used to go to my class around that time, and I used to give my exam like mock at that time only. That made my brain quite used to giving and being active at that time of the day for giving the exam. So do that, and there is one request, and this is a mistake that everybody does. So don't do this. Do not leave the paper or the mocks early. Like take all of the time that you need, all of the time that they provide, all of it, to solve all of the questions. Even if you're done with the paper, recheck again. Don't recheck ethics because it is confusing. That is what I followed. I solved questions of ethics and I did not look at them. I did not even flag any of them. I just moved forward. Other subjects, yes, you can flag, you can come back to it, but that is what worked for me. So you can use it, but one of my friend did flag the questions and he did go through ethics questions again, but and that worked very well for him too. So anything is fine. So personally, whatever you prefer, do it. But I would suggest don't. Uh, so what I was saying was that please do not get up and go out of class if your exam is done early. Wait till you till the time ends. Check all of the questions. This was not mock exam strategy, but also an exam day strategy. And please do not study between the breaks, before breaks. I mean, it does not work for me. I once I am into that exam mode, I am done. I'm like done. I just want to give my exam and get over with it. I don't study before or after. Yes, before the exam day, like previous day, I did study a lot. I did revise all of the 10 subjects. I just flipped pages and tick mark, tick mark. Yes, I know this. Yes, I know this. Yes, I know this. I did all of this. So you can do that. Yes. But on the exam day, in morning, I did revise ethics a bit. Other than that, nothing. So yeah, this was my mock exam strategy and exam day strategy, we can say. Next, what I did in last 30 days before the exam. So yeah, I gave my mocks, obviously, and I was solving my premium packs. So premium pack questions, I hope you have them and they are good. I think everybody should solve them because it makes you practice. First was obviously mocks and learning about, I mean, rechecking my mocks, which I've already given, going through my mistakes and learning them again, and then solving a premium pack. I did that for last 30 days before my exam. That's it. And I used to study from, I think, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. No holidays in last 30 days. Last 60 days, I think, no holidays, but yes. Last 30 days, I was studying from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I think if you're not working and if you are a student, you should do it. If you're working, I think I am not the right person you should come to get advice because for people who are into a certain profession and they have job stress plus CF exam stress, no experience, so no insights. Then other than that, exam day experience I have. So for exam day experience, genuinely, it was all good. The exam center people treat you very well. They provide you everything that you need. You just need to take your I think I don't remember, but I think I took my passport. That's it. Other than that, I did not take anything else. Even the water bottles they provide you headsets, they provide you pen and paper, everything. You are not allowed to even wear watch, no earrings, and matlab, they do tell the CFA mails you that no jewelry is allowed, and I personally took it off because I don't want anything on that day. So I didn't go. They will treat you very, very professionally, very respectfully, and they provide you everything. That's it. That was my exam day prep experience, and everybody was studying, and I was like, I don't want to study. I drank my coffee during my break, and that's it. And please take all the 30-minute break that they give now in between two exams. Take that because it is very important to keep your mind running. Take it, drink coffee or drink whatever or eat whatever you want that will make your mind freshen up a bit. Okay. Please, okay, it did not help me, but it might. I did not scroll phone because it was quite distracting, honestly. I did not. I just was with myself at peace and I was like focused on next exam and next subjects and I was ready. Then last, I think, big point, biggest mistakes to avoid. It can be starting mocks too late. So it kind of happened with me. I mean, it was perfect for me, but it kind of happened for me because I wanted a bit, like, I wanted 1 week extra during my mocks, I feel. Even if I got 1 week extra, I would have done everything correctly. I did everything correctly, no regrets. But yeah, if I would have had 1 week extra, then it would have made a big difference. Not big, but yeah, a difference. Then don't make a mistake of ignoring ethics, please. It is important. Every standard, every topic, everything is important. Ethics itself is important. So next mistake to avoid is passive studying. Like, don't do it. Don't just watch videos or don't don't just watch videos. You have to solve. You have to keep on solving. You have to keep on taking questions. You have to keep on reading questions. You have to keep on answering questions. Don't do passive studying. That does not help. Genuinely, I feel that. For me, it never helped, and I don't think for a exam like CFA it would help anybody. Next is not revising enough now. Everybody has their own mindset, everybody knows themselves, and so the amount of revision that you need, I think that is someone like you yourself would be able to better judge it because you know yourself more than I do. I don't even remember how many times I revised. I think I revised everything for 4 times. Once sir taught me, second when I was studying on my own, third while I was giving mocks, and fourth, I think the revision was when I before previous day, like 1 day before exam, I revised all subjects. I think 4 revisions were enough for me. So I don't know what will help you, but yes. So there are two more pointers and they are very important. First, don't compare yourself with others because that is not going to help you. I've seen people who have done very good in mocks and yet they have not done very good in exam itself. And I've seen people fail in mocks and do very good in exams. So it's how you take mocks, it's how you learn from those mocks, and everybody differs. Everybody's capacity, everybody's path, everybody's speed of their train, which is going for 6 months along, that differs. So don't compare yourself with others. That does not help anybody, not you, not them, nobody. That is something I don't think anybody should do. And second, consistency is key, obviously, because if you don't have consistency, you're going to drop out of it. You're not going to. Consistency is a very, very main thing to pass CFA, I feel. You have to be consistent enough to study every day. You have to be consistent enough to lock in yourself to be that person who studies and who wants to achieve something. You have to be that. Without consistency, I don't think you will pass exam. If anybody has done that, I applaud them, but without consistency, in my experience from my friends, whoever I have seen, they did not. So consistency is the key, I feel. Everybody should. I think that's all for this video, how I passed my level 1 in first attempt. But if you guys have any doubts, you can comment down. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting more videos now that I am done with my break. I am done with getting my mind together again. So, yeah, stay tuned. Bye bye.